session to check out sold merchandise on the west side.
And Adam, the players could feel that, today was kind of a clean start too. We got, you heard it there when we played that interview we had with Clancy and Pacheco, and they just kind of had even an excitement to their tone, like, hey, we got the band back together, now we want to build.
Absolutely. Back to it. A throw in as Pacheco will check. Not a lot of possession from either side thus far. Sanchez. Nice play. Sends it across. It's still dangerous. On the outside, it's brought down and it's flicked in. And it's brought right back just like that. One apiece. Bruno Almeida puts it in the 19th minute. I'll tell you what, Isaac Sanchez put one across that was absolutely fantastic. Macias to touch back in, and Almeida to finish. It's a quality goal for the away team.
Yeah, it was a beautiful cross. Just enough traffic in front of Siazu where he really couldn't see enough to challenge that, and he couldn't do anything with it.
Well, let's see how the Soul respond with that one. One apiece. Prost was dispossessed. Teasdale will battle it out. Sent wide, given chase is Tom Smart. And Smart will deflect it out.
That was nice. Smart closed the distance there, well behind the ball, and he just totally closed out. Defenders have to love it when the field is this overly watered and wet because it slows down the game.
Yeah, it's overly watered, not the skip watered.
I mean, you can see the water come up when they pass that on the ground. Defenders
will swing this to the outside. And by the way, Isaiah Madrid has checked in here on the wing.
In for number 6 out of Thurston is number 17, Isaiah Madrid.
Madrid, a fantastic local player here from El Dorado High School. Madrid brings a ton of talent on and off the ball. Almeida, the goal scorer, shows his skill here. Look at this, he's got a lot of room. Almeida almost went through them all. And Prost will try to keep it. Madrid. Good early ball to Clancy. Teasdale. Up to Pacheco, a little bit out in front of him. Checking him is Machado. Risco will send this away. So it's an early substitution as Thurston goes out. Pacheco switches sides, and Pacheco actually came all the way to this side. He'll move a lot, the winger. A 1-2. Seligman. Good dispossession, sliding in. Machado again.
That was fantastic by Machado because that's Seligman's game.
Alameda. Risco right on him. Take it away. Prost. Clancy had a tough touch. Ramos can't get there. Teasdale from Pacheco. Prost to Risco. Teasdale will swing it out to the far side. It's Tom Smart. He'll get it back. Reset it to Mealy. Doesn't look like a lot, but so important to be able to play it through the back so you can keep it and build something like this. Seligman to the near side. Madrid maybe. Madrid will take it. Maybe try to force it in as Machado again there to stop the possession momentarily.
Well, Adam, you can't overstate it enough. I mean, this kind of possession and building from the back and the middle, like you said, it was absolutely non-existent to start the season.
That's a giveaway by Risco, and that's the danger of it. And Risco able to thwart it for a moment.
Oh, what a pass by the
Threads
Brazilian.
it somehow in the 6. It's dangerous. Good aggressive defending by Risco. Slowed him down by the grab of the arm. Legally, Hattieko, and no one is there, as Smart will try to shield it out and does. Dangerous for a moment.
Fancy footwork for Almeida. The Brazilian there in front of goal.
The sole throw-in, and fans, don't throw away your money on an insurance policy that's too expensive. Visit the experts at Medina Insurance Agency.
Pacheco. Advantage is going to be given. Risco comes out to try to make the play. Nick Mealy now a bit slow to it. And in the end, it was a bad touch.
If they're going to continue to give Almeida that much freedom of movement there, they're going to have some problems. Defender needs to be a little tighter on him. But again, it really just can't be overstated how much quicker they are over the ball when they have possession, much more connected they look in the middle.
Almeida comes back in the midfield to win that. Pushing forward and diving up as Maestas. Jade Maestas try to get there. Mealy will just send it away. It'll be a throw into the far side for the Sockers, who's tied it up. One apiece. It was a 19th minute goal by Bruno Almeida. It was a fantastic goal. Both goals have been quality. Nasol got on the board in the 9th minute by Ben Teasdale. And this will be a goal kick.
The soccer purists would be partial to the Sol goal. I mean, the ball movement with 6 guys touching it there. But they both count the same, Adam.
Siazu will send this deep. Ramos can't get on top of it. Ty Mobley, so big that center back wins it in the air. Prost, no. Ruiz, a little touch forward. Prost, I think, was late, and he's going to get a card for this one. Oh, and it's a direct red. Oh, I don't know.
That's huge.
Prost was late. I don't know if it was as malicious as a first foul straight up red.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, but he had no doubt. I mean, he went to the red right away, and you know,
didn't even think about it, did he?
And when you go to the red, I don't know, Adam.
What's going to change the complexion of this one completely?
I mean, not only do you have to be sure of absolutely excessive contact, but you have to be pretty sure of malicious intent. And it didn't look like Prost, was trying to take him out or anything. But that's going to be huge because Prost and Pacheco have looked very connected and smooth together in the middle there. So now they're down a man. And Prost, I mean, he was a key to how much improved they looked in the middle.
Tough call. Matt Gordon obviously not going to be pleased with the outcome of that. And so the tale is completely different here in about 10 minutes, isn't it? It's 1-0. Seoul looking as a bit of confidence as they needed, and then all of a sudden it's 1-1 and a man down.
Yeah, when one side goes a man down, it just kind of turns into from the beautiful game to because it's just, you hate to see that, especially so early.
So Elliot Prost is out, straight red.
I mean, you have to be so sure to go straight red at that early in the game. You have to be so sure of sheer force and malicious intent.
Isaac Sanchez. Hatiako. Cuts it in. Was guarded by Madrid.
Almeida,
Madrid.
so good with the ball, Adam.
Almeida's been fantastic. You could see his skill. Ruiz the head down. Hatiaku will try to keep it. And there's going to be a quick one by Isaiah Madrid, and then he's going to get himself booked here as well.
That's an easy one there. I mean, when you know, Madrid caught with the hand in the cookie jar right in front of the official. You know, you still want to defend, but now, I mean, you have to keep your head out there now, Adam.
I mean, you can get away with the jersey pull and the foul. Maybe you won't get the yellow card, but
when
the boot at the end,
offensive player's body is closer to you, yeah. But when
Sure.
there's so much distance there,
sure. Hatiako's going to try to curl this one in. Siazu comes out and will punch it clear of danger. It's a good bend in.
yeah. I mean, he had this tallest player there, far post. Siazu recognized that right away, came out with the punch.
Ramos can't get it back.
Big
The pressure's
6'3",
on.
6'3" guy, Adam, was at the far post. Mobley.
Madrid will keep it to the outside with Seligman. Back to Madrid. Madrid will try to swing one and didn't go where he wanted it to go. Angelo Rosales Kelly, the right back.
And now down the man, everything changes.
Yeah, the pressures, I was about to say, there's no pressure now from the Soul, and how can they? They're playing one on top and going to still try to stack the midfield.
Yeah, now you're just, it's harder to possess the ball at the midfield. If you're just trying to defend your butt off, basically, for the rest of the game, and hope you maybe get lucky and get one on a set piece. Probably that's your best chance.
Counter set piece. Yeah, I bet Matt Gordon will still try to see if he can get some type of possession, leaving one forward, and he thinks he's got the skill in the midfield to get it done. Sent forward to Clancy, that won't happen. Mobley to the outside, Rosales Kelly. Here's Ruiz now. Good job defending by Tom Smart. Here's Madrid. Madrid will back it out now. Teasdale. All the way to Smart. To the outside is Pacheco. Pacheco will send one in. Clancy's going to try to bring it down. Clancy with the flick, no! Wanted a handball, he's not going to get it. I'll tell you what, Clancy does so well bringing the ball down to the 18 to give himself a shot at it. Pacheco sent a nice ball again. He's done it all day.
If you're the Soccer's coaching staff there, you got to be wondering how Mobley, Machado, and Sanchez could beat them back there by one guy.
Yeah, the back four didn't look cohesive, did they? Here's Mobley. All the way and a lot of room for Sanchez, the lefty. Hatiaku. Machado to Ruiz. Or excuse me, that's Maesis. Jade Maesis will swing it. Cervuli. A 1-2. That's dispossessed very nicely. Teasdale comes all the way back. Smart tries to get it back to Teasdale. A good slide and an aggressive challenge. Official says play on that one. Seligman tries to connect with Clancy. Up top. Nothing doing. Here's Mobley on the swing.
And this is how the Soul were able to keep possession when we were even, pardon me. You see now, I mean, this is the numbers game now, Adam. I mean, it's just something you have to play out to the end, really. Try to keep it tight.
A lot of room for Isaac Sanchez.
But Seligman and Pacheco creative enough to definitely hook up on the score here, despite the man advantage for the other side.
Mealy will get on the head. That will be saved from a corner kick, and a good job by Tom Smart setting it out. It'll be a throw-in for the Sockers. Good ball. Sanchez will overlap Hachiaku. Inside. Risco did so well.
Very nice job just bodying up Almeida.
Pacheco to the outside, maybe too far for Ramos. Indeed it was. Too much dribbling by Ruiz. Somehow Cervulli able to keep it. Rosales, Kelly. Hachiaku. Sanchez, the 1-2. Sanchez has been so busy at the left back. Tons of room here all day for Myasis. Jade Myasis will have a go. A little ambitious, wasn't he?
Yeah, and those are not the kind of mistakes you want to make when you're up a man, especially with Almeida there. So creative. He's going to play it in, play it wide. Shots like that, that's not what you want.
West side of the bleachers, food is available.
But with Mealy and Risco, at least we got some bodies back there that can lay the lumber on
right.
Almeida, because
Almeida, a fortunate bounce here. So strong on the ball. Hachiaco was dispossessed by Seligman. Can he keep it? Dives it forward for Clancy. Clancy just really out-muscled in the end by Machado. Machado, a strong center back.
And now after that red, that's going to have to be an instance where Clancy just beats a guy when we've won. He can't play anything into the box. The numbers won't allow it.
Right. Just joining us, glad you can, here on live stream or on Comcast 26, Pro V Networks. Adam Neal along with Sebastian Noel. Glad we could be here for you. PDL home opener for the Albuquerque Soul. As they struck first, it was beautiful. It's Ben Teasdale in the 9th minute, and then it was answered in the 19th minute by Bruno Almeida.
Almeida showed his Brazilian roots there. He went down without being touched.
That's an early shot by Sebastian Noel.
Well, you know, Germans have to call it how it is.
There we go.
There's a brand of soccer they play in Brazil that involves a lot of diving.
I'll agree with you. I don't like it.
But that is how they have kept the ball away from him, is when they've put a body on him. Otherwise, he's been able to do some very creative things with his feet. But when they've kind of challenged him, they've been able to dispossess. But you have to think he's going to be able to come up with something creative in the box with the man advantage.
36th minute here. Was Macias, I believe, that went out. The other forward, Giovanni Macias. Now understand that a lot of players that play PDL looking for the next level, a lot of them are current actual college players. The school out in Odessa, Permian Basin, Division II school. You can only have 4 players from each college on your team. So obviously here locally, University of New Mexico, only 4 players from the University of New Mexico Lobos can play for the Albuquerque Soul.
And let's face it, that gives the Soul a huge advantage. Lobos are a quality college program.
This is sent in. Siazu gets on the end of it. Mealy did great defensively.
Tried to send that into the big man, Taylor, on the end of it there.
So Leon Taylor checking in.
This Odessa team's got some size, Adam.
Yes, they do.
6'2", Taylor, 6'3".
So Giovanni Macias' day is done, and Leon Taylor will check in. Here's a lot of room for Myasis. Mealy will easily win that in the middle. Teasdale. Teasdale's finish was so quality. Kept it low, side netting. Nobody could deflect it. Good touch by Pacheco.
And the build-up to his goal was just so great. Beautiful. Nothing the defense could do with it.
Teasdale. Seligman's not got a lot in front of him. Can keep it with Pacheco and does. Pacheco out of the midfield. Too much for Madrid. Clancy, can he pull it down? Did what he could with it. But again, Machado, such a big center back. The two center backs have some size. You mentioned size.
Yeah, and the big guy Mobley, 6'3", I think he got away with a little bit of a hold there.
Sanchez. Look at the skills.
Again, Adam.
Fresh legs. You can see it. Leon Taylor is checked in, number 25, playing up top. Once you get to this level, coming off the bench, you're going to have a quality player that's playing some type of collegiate soccer, or his collegiate soccer days have probably just ended, but relatively young players considered 4th division pro, but these players don't get paid so they can keep their amateur status.
And you can already see some of these guys coming off the bench. They're benefiting from the amount of attention that Almeida requires as such a creative offensive player.
Madrid to Pacheco on the run. Pacheco lost control of it. Machado. Montezuma will send it deep. Ramos, a little chip to Madrid. A good flick to the outside. Hatiako. He's got Almeida on the near side. So dangerous, Almeida. In the 39th minute. Great job by Seligman. And again, well in by Seligman. Madrid to Ramos. The 1-2 to Pacheco, no. Missed touch, here's Ruiz. He's got tons of time in the midfield, Ruiz. He'll swing it out to Almeida, too much. Almeida wanted it more direct in front of him to run onto.
To be honest with you, I mean, Almeida's fantastic on that side of the field, but I doubt he's seen a defensive player with the quality of Lucas Seligman.
Clancy did with what he could with it. He's had a tough task, hasn't he, Clancy?
Yeah, I mean, the burden's going to always be on the forward when you're down a man, and he's the one that's going to get frustrated because he's constantly going to be going against that wall of Mobley, Machado, and Sanchez.
Flick is to Clancy. Machado plays it nicely.
And it's hard for a forward to keep his focus there once he's down a man because, you know, Seligman's going to be able to keep lobbing those passes in there, and 12 out of 13 of them are going to just go right to one of the 3 defenders. But you got to keep your head. That one that connects could be the cheap goal they get down a man, right?
Absolutely. Sanchez will get around Hatiako. Taylor will try to dive in. Here's a switch. It's a good job. Pacheco will dance on it to the outside. Do Ramos. I think this will be on the ground. Or was it flicked out of bounds? Well, this game completely has changed. The red card, straight up, Elliot Prost.
And it's a shame
was in the 22nd minute.
It was a shame, Adam, because that was really the story of the early stages of this one, is how improved they were at the midfield there, and most of that was Elliot Prost and Pacheco. They just look so connected there. So again, the continuity we wanted them to build, now they're not able to because Elliot's gone.
Hatiako will hold up his run, and he's got some room here. He's going to go hard. Seligman gets there. Hatiako looked like he was trying to put it across in the end, looking for Taylor.
Seligman closed the real estate there. He got to it.
Hatiako, if he wanted to have a go, left-footed, kept it low. He could have had a good opportunity. Instead, chose to try to put one across to Taylor. But you're right, Seligman did.
There's just nothing on the pitch that Seligman doesn't do above average. That's very impressive. You know, he doesn't look like the biggest guy out there, but then you watch him defend, and then you watch him build from the back. Just does everything really well. You could tell he comes from a great program.
You like those little outside backs, right? Like Philip Lamb.
Well, yeah, you know.
As a German fan, you know.
Of course. In Lam we trust.
Pacheco lost it. It's trouble. This one's put through. Sianzu had to come out. Does! And he did his job. And then it's finally cleared by Mealy. I'll tell you what.
Right
Sianzu
decision. Even though the ball was loose, right decision. Still not out of trouble, though.
Touch again. Almeida, second chance!
Oh.
Yes!
Just phenomenal with the ball. Almeida again. Oh, Brazilian.
So Almeida with his second one of the game, and this one really was off a missed clearance. Mealy had a chance to get it out, couldn't.
Still a beautiful touch to control it, but yeah, defense kind of made a mess of things there.
So the 43rd minute. Almeida makes it 2-1.
26-year-old Brazilian from Sao Paulo.
I'll tell you what, he's been the best player on the field so far, and it has shown.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, he has a flair for possession in front of the goal there.
And now the wind has been completely taken out.
We've seen a full array of heel passes, of one touches to control the ball to himself or to give it to his teammates. I mean, the offensive arsenal has been on display.
Here's another chance. Almeida, bad touch. Could have had another one. Siazu will swing it out. Isaiah Madrid, Seligman will get around him. Miscommunication. Clancy, second effort at it. Teasdale will swing it. The outside back, Tom Smart. Smart tries to combine. Teasdale.
Seligman, a lot of space.
Madrid left foot, and that's dangerous. Sharp strike by Isaiah Madrid.
The Soul still getting a nice look there. Seligman had a lot of room here on this side, and
that's the only way the Soul are going to build an attack. They've got to build it. Use their skilled players, touch it around, create opportunities like that. Isaiah Madrid with a great shot. He's got the skills to put one away from there.
I mean, I didn't get to watch the Soccer's other.
There's a handball.
Other pretty blatant. I didn't get to see their other match, but they look a lot more interested on this half of the pitch than they do defending.
I'll tell you, the Soul are going to try to start quick here, but this is an ideal spot to set something up and get a good piece put together.
Yeah, down a man. This is what you want. You want to score on a set piece. That was the most blatant of a handball you're ever going to see. Now, they can't waste too many of these, Adam.
Well, let's see. Tom Smart, the lefty, might want to curl one in. Isaiah Madrid also is there. And it is going to be Madrid. It's shallow, and it's easily cleared away by Mobley. Here's Pacheco for a throw-in. Extra time here in the first half. 2-1 Sockers. And that'll be the first half come roaring back. And a red card has really hurt Elliot Prost out for the Soul. They strike first. Well, the Sockers get two back and lead it by one here at halftime. We're going to step aside. You're watching ProView Networks. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us, 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us, 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us, 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us, 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Whether you're surfing the swell, catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
ProView Networks would like to thank Hi and Heather Roberts for their generous support of our mission to help raise the profile of New Mexico's youth and to serve the communities that support them. Hi and Heather Roberts are proud members of the American National Family of Companies and serve to provide life, health, auto, and home insurance to people like you.
Tired of looking at your old, worn-out kitchen cabinets and furniture? Minuteman Refinishing, Albuquerque, owned and operated for over 32 years, is now Minuteman Design Center. J.C. Lopez and his sons, Jeremy and J.D., and their group of experienced refinishing professionals bring new life to Albuquerque kitchens and furniture at a fraction of the replacement cost. They also specialize in custom cabinets, granite, and tile work. Call them today for a free estimate or visit their photo gallery at MinutemanDesignCenter.com.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
Come over here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michelle Rudolph or Marty Size in Albuquerque.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
MCM Elegante Hotel and Event Center, a full-service, 4-star property where cleanliness, friendliness, and impeccable service is our standard. Complimentary shuttle, state-of-the-art fitness center with Precor equipment adjacent to our indoor pool, jacuzzi, and sun deck. Outstanding meeting facilities for any size meeting or event. 341 exquisitely designed, newly renovated guest rooms and 18 suites with private balconies. Complimentary full hot breakfast with eggs cooked to order in our mesa grill. Call us now to schedule your next getaway.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high
Nieves Garcia, he is
Back at it here, Ben Rios Memorial, Adam Deal along with Sebastian Noel. You're watching ProView Networks. 2-1. It's the Midland Odessa Sockers on top. Let's quickly recap it. The 9th minute goal, it was Ben Teasdale. Got it done with a beautiful strike. It was a great build. Patrick Pacheco was a part of it. Sebastian also on the hit. Jack Clancy thought maybe he had the finish, but on the rebound it was Teasdale, and it was smooth, and everything was going well for the Soul, right?
Yeah, and then everything just changed as Elliot Prost sent off, and it's been the Bruno Almeida show since. There's enough quality on the pitch, though, for the Soul to equalize, but you're not going to get very many opportunities to equalize down a man, so you have to take advantage of the one or two you're going to get.
Yeah, it was. You mentioned him, Bruno Almeida, the Brazilian. He scored in the 19th minute. Actually, it was a fantastic cross from Isaac Sanchez sent in. Maestas puts it right back across the box, and Almeida with the flick in finished it. That was in the 19th minute. Then in the 22nd minute, you mentioned it, Elliot Prost. It was a vicious tackle. Elliot Prost was sent off with a red card, his first foul, and so his day was done, and things really flipped then. And then another nice finish by Bruno Almeida in the 43rd minute. He had a mistouch, a misclearance, and then Bruno Almeida on the top of the 18 flicked one right over Ciazzo, had no shot. Brings us to 2-1 halftime.
A black one represents a needle poke.
So what do you think the Soul now have to do to be able to build an attack? I mean, we mentioned they can knock it around still, even with a man down, but now they're going to have to get really aggressive here.
Well, you look at the pitch where they have the advantage. You have to look to Seligman and you have to look to Teasdale. I think that's where they have the advantage. That's where they can build. But if you're Clancy, you can't get frustrated. You have to keep making that run. You're going to make it for absolutely no reason. A few times it's going to appear to him as that. But the one time it comes through, got to take advantage. But I guarantee you if they score, Seligman will create.
Second half, when you return right here from Ben Rios Memorial. Adam Deal along with Sebastian Noel. Come on right back on ProView Networks. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us, 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Whether you're surfing the swell, catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
ProView Networks would like to thank Hi and Heather Roberts for their generous support of our mission to help raise the profile of New Mexico's youth and to serve the communities that support them. Hi and Heather Roberts are proud members of the American National Family of Companies and serve to provide life, health, auto, and home insurance to people like you.
Tired of looking at your old, worn-out kitchen cabinets and furniture? Minuteman Refinishing, Albuquerque, owned and operated for over 32 years, is now Minuteman Design Center. J.C. Lopez and his sons, Jeremy and J.D., and their group of experienced refinishing professionals bring new life to Albuquerque kitchens and furniture at a fraction of the replacement cost. They also specialize in custom cabinets, granite, and tile work. Call them today for a free estimate or visit their photo gallery at MinutemanDesignCenter.com.
MCM Elegante Hotel and Event Center, a full-service, 4-star property where cleanliness, friendliness, and impeccable service is our standard. Complimentary shuttle, state-of-the-art fitness center with pre-core equipment adjacent to our indoor pool, jacuzzi, and sun deck. Outstanding meeting facilities for any size meeting or event. 341 exquisitely designed, newly renovated guest rooms and 18 suites with private balconies. Complimentary full hot breakfast with eggs cooked to order and our mesa grill. Call us now to schedule your next getaway.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Whether you're surfing the swell, catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
ProView Networks would like to thank Hi and Heather Roberts for their generous support of our mission to help raise the profile of New Mexico's youth and to serve the communities that support them. Hi and Heather Roberts are proud members of the American National Family of Companies and serve to provide life, health, auto, and home insurance to people like you.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm Agent Michelle Rudolph or Marty Size in Albuquerque.
Tired of looking at your old, worn-out kitchen cabinets and furniture? Minuteman Refinishing, Albuquerque, owned and operated for over 32 years, is now Minuteman Design Center. J.C. Lopez and his sons, Jeremy and J.D., and their group of experienced refinishing professionals bring new life to Albuquerque kitchens and furniture at a fraction of the replacement cost. They also specialize in custom cabinets, granite, and tile work. Call them today for a free estimate or visit their photo gallery at MinutemanDesignCenter.com.
MCM Elegante Hotel and Event Center, a full-service, 4-star property where cleanliness, friendliness, and impeccable service is our standard. Complimentary shuttle, state-of-the-art fitness center with pre-core equipment adjacent to our indoor pool, jacuzzi, and sun deck. Outstanding meeting facilities for any size meeting or event. 341 exquisitely designed, newly renovated guest rooms and 18 suites with private balconies. Complimentary full hot breakfast with eggs cooked to order and our mesa grill. Call us now to schedule your next getaway.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. with locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Whether you're surfing the swell, catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
ProView Networks would like to thank Hi and Heather Roberts for their generous support of our mission to help raise the profile of New Mexico's youth and to serve the communities that support them. Hi and Heather Roberts are proud members of the American National Family of Companies and serve to provide life, health, auto, and home insurance to people like you.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michelle Rudolph or Marty Size in Albuquerque.
Tired of looking at your old, worn-out kitchen cabinets and furniture? Minuteman Refinishing, Albuquerque, owned and operated for over 32 years, is now Minuteman Design Center. J.C. Lopez and his sons, Jeremy and J.D., and their group of experienced refinishing professionals bring new life to Albuquerque kitchens and furniture at a fraction of the replacement cost. They also specialize in custom cabinets, granite, and tile work. Call them today for a free estimate or visit their photo gallery at MinutemanDesignCenter.com.
Back at it here, you're watching the Albuquerque Soul take on the Midland Odessa Sockers from Ben Rios Memorial. Adam Deal along with Sebastian Noel. You're watching ProView Networks and also a live stream right here on the Soul's YouTube webpage. 2-1, the Sockers have scored 2 straight. Also, Elliot Prost, the Frenchman, out with a red card in the 22nd minute, So 11v10 right now, Sebastian.
Well, I mentioned it earlier. I mean, this team from Midland, they look a lot more interested on offense than they do on defense. So you have to think you're going to get 1 or 2 chances. But the problem is going to be, early on when Elliott was still in there, you thought, man, this is looking really nice in the middle, and they're going to have an abundance of chances. Now you have to totally change that mindset to, we have to take advantage of the 1 or 2 chances we could get.
Well, yeah, it's not all doom and gloom. I mean, you saw with 10 men, a couple of opportunities were created by the Soul. I mean, Isaiah Madrid had a wonderful strike outside the 18 that Montezuma had to make a good save on. I mean, the Soul can build an attack with their guys. Yeah, with Seligman and Pacheco, they're going to hope to float one over to Clancy, just playing on the very edge of offside. He's going to look to beat a defender 1v1. That's going to be their best chance. But, Pacheco and Seligman can make that happen. Well, here we go. The Sockers now will head left to right. The Soul right to left. Conversely, on the other side, I think Almeida and Leon Taylor, who subbed in late in that second half, I mean, they're going to be looking to score here. That's why I think that's why Taylor was brought on. We've seen what Almeida can do already, so don't want to overlook them. I mean, they're going to be in full attack mode, I would imagine, those 2 forwards. And you've seen that already with Taylor playing the opposite side of the field of Almeida. I mean, he's taken a dive towards that far post almost every time they've played it into Siazu. Well, there we go. Underway, and the Sockers going to try to put on pressure. They know they're up 1. Mobley has been fantastic defensively. Clancy. Pacheco. And maybe a bit too fancy there by Clancy. And here comes Almeida, who's been great. Almeida going to try to go around. And
oh, he's going right into his pocket again.
And this is absolutely going to come out, no doubt about it. Risco will receive a yellow quickly here in the 46th.
If you're Risco, there's nothing really you could do about that.
A yellow card presented to number 22, Javier Risco.
It was you commit that foul, you commit to that possible card, or Almeida's off to the races.
Here comes a free kick.
You can't gamble like that now on offense down the man. So you're going to force your defenders to commit to doing something that's not very heady.
Slow play. My assist a little flick on. Here's Isaiah Madrid the other way. Clancy can't get to it after Ramos tried to deliver. The crowd has been disheartened ever since that red card.
Just changes everything.
Rosales Kelly. Cerulli tries to go in the midfield. Madrid, tough touch, will get it back from Clancy. Nope, can't hold on to it. A lot of room. Hatiaku all the way to Rosales Kelly. Keeps it in play. It's 1-on-1. Maybe try to earn a corner here. And the right back does well to keep it. All the room in the world for Ruiz. Almeida. And a good slide. Well in.
A sole throw-in, and fans don't throw away your money on an insurance policy that's too expensive. Visit the experts at Medina Insurance Agency.
Now, Adam, what's the policy? Does Prost have to miss the next game?
Yeah, he'll be out the next game. Direct red. So he will not play Sunday night. By the way, Sunday night will be right here. Comcast 26 on ProView Networks live. Have the broadcast for you. Also streamed live as well for those of you watching on live stream. Isaiah Madrid in the midfield. Teasdale will send it out wide. I believe that's Seligman with the long chase.
It's unfortunate, Adam, is because now you have pretty much 3/4 of this game plus another game before you start to, again, build that continuity when Elliot Prost gets back out there.
All right. Somebody else will have to step up. Maybe it's Isaiah Madrid in the midfield.
Next thing you know, you're 4 games into the PDL season before you have your best midfielders on the pitch together.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, the Soul can ill afford 2 losses here, let alone, tonight, such a big game. Try to make the playoffs at the end of the season. Last year, faded at the end of the year. A lot of room. Kelly gets the 1-2 and will earn a corner. So a good job by Rosales Kelly, the outside back, working in and out with Cerulli.
Soccer's corner kick, and fans, when you need a corner to relax in, visit Star Brothers Brewing near I-25 in San Antonio.
Big 6'3" Mobley. He's going to be, him and Taylor, huge threats now. And this is where Siazu's used to being 5 inches taller than everyone in high school, Adam, but now he's not anymore.
Back ball sent back in. Dangerous! And that's sent wide, and it should be 3-1. It was Machado who could be celebrating a goal right now. Just outside the 6-yard box.
A shot wide in our 14 for
Hatiaku was the one who headed it back post to bring it across the box. In the end, proved to be very dangerous.
Siazo guessed right side, though, but it was wide. But, you know, like I was saying, you know, you remember in high school when we watched him, he was 5'6" inches taller than everyone. So he had a huge advantage on those set pieces. Now that advantage is gone. The rest of the playing competitors have kind of caught up to him in height.
Tons of room. Tom Smart, not a good play in the midfield, and Jade Myasis switched around. Hatiaku.
Number 16, Matt Dorsey.
Matt Dorsey has checked in. Look at this flick. Very dangerous by Taylor. Cleared away by Mealy. Ramos will give chase. Good job by Ty Mobley again.
Taylor and Almeida are just so dynamic on that end. When they're on offense, they have a plethora of options at their feet.
Isaac Sanchez, that left back, has been so busy. Way outside the 18, nice and low. Siazu, no problems. Ruiz tried to have a go.
Shot by number 8, Kyle Ruiz.
Sanchez will bring it back down nicely with the left foot. 53rd minute. 2-1 Sockers, still all over it right now with a man up.
And the way that they're possessing the ball now is exactly how the Soul possessed the ball when they were level. Which speaks, again, to the quality that the Soul would have had out there with Elliot Prost, because they were possessing the ball at this clip when they were level. It's taken an advantage for Midland Odessa to possess it like that.
Here's a switch. Madrid, can he get on the end of this after the flick? Does. Madrid a cutback. It's a great piece of defending in the end, wasn't it? Good bring down by Nick Mealy. Teasdale.
Well, that's the thing when you have the man, Adam. You know, you're always going to be able to bring over that extra body to whoever you identify as the biggest threat.
Mealy. Try to swing it out. Look at this, Dorsey. Or was it Seligman? Good job by Smart making it go back. Dorsey will give chase here, number 16. And the fresh legs, you can see him try to make something happen. A lot of room. That's going to be curled in. Siazu comes out, plays it how he needs to.
Can't understate how young that guy is right there, too, in goal, you know. Only yesterday it seemed like he was a Bulldog, so he's made some very good decisions between the pipes today.
Mealy back into the midfield. It's Pacheco. Pacheco was deflected. This is dangerous. In the box. Siazu comes out and will make the save in the end.
Again, the youngster made that one happen right there. Smart decisions between the pipes.
We'll welcome on Ron Patel, president of the Albuquerque Soul. We appreciate you stepping on here, Ron.
Thank you very much. What a night. How beautiful.
It's a perfect night. So things obviously get ugly as Elliot Prost was sent away in the 22nd minute. Things have really changed since then, haven't they?
Yeah, I didn't catch the challenge, so I'm not sure if it was worthy of the red or not, but it's definitely changed the style of play we're going to have to do the rest of this match, and playing down is never easy. Wish it were just for one half, but we gotta do with it for the rest of the second half.
What a play. Almeida lefty!
Ooh.
Just misses. Try to curl one in. He's been so dangerous, the Brazilian. Talk about the start and everything going on, this season that you and Larry Espinoza have done. You guys have done such a great job again here in season 3. It's been a little bit of a rough start losing your first 2, but so many good things happening, like the U.S. Open. You got to host that. Talk about these type of things.
Yeah, I mean, the U.S. Open Cup, of course, is just an honor to be a part of. It's something that I grew up in England, so it's a lot like the FA Cup in England. I remember going to matches for the little team that I lived in Chester. And Chester City FC was the little team in England. And I remember going to the FA Cup matches and seeing them playing against the teams in the divisions above. And so it kind of brought me back to my childhood when I found out we qualified for the Open Cup.
Right.
Good news is that we did lose the game, but the good news is it doesn't count against our league record.
Right.
And we played a great side in Harpo's. Those guys are first class on the field, off the field, from ownership, coaches. I wish they played in the PDL. We got to play them all the time.
And then you go up to Vegas last week. You open up your PDL season league play, and you drop one 2-0 to Las Vegas. Talk about that.
Yeah, it was the game wasn't streamed, so only the people that were there saw it. It was a difficult one to watch. The surface was very tough. It was a lot of bumps. Anything that rolled across the ground just bounced, so you couldn't really play with any skill. It was a game of bounces and headers and the ball in the air and chesting the ball down, and Mobsters had a couple good breaks off of a couple good bounces, scored the 2 goals. And
well, that was kind of the difference also against Harpo's FC, wasn't it? I mean, not quality built goals.
Yeah,
which
it was.
Is still
at
part of the
Harpo's,
game.
you could tell that they play together all the time. You could see that they gelled together. You could see that they knew each other. They knew each other where they were going to be on the field. Where some of our guys hadn't even trained or trained one day before that game because of the nature of the PDL season and the guys getting out of college. We have to wait. Some of our guys still aren't here. Ronaldo Teixeira, returning from last year, is still in school in California. He'll be here in the beginning of June.
Right, and that's another thing. I mean, we talked with Harpo's FC last week, and they even noticed it. I mean, some of the players that had played with different clubs before. Teasdale's going to step off here, by the way. We'll see if he's replaced or if he's going to come back on the goal scorer for the Albuquerque Soul.
Team physio, Jason Taylor, taking a look at his right foot. Jason Taylor, if I could just add, is what a great member of our team he is. He's out there just about every morning at practice. People don't appreciate the work that a physio does. And Jason Taylor owns a business in town. The guy works 10 hours a day, still makes time to come out and help out the Albuquerque Souls. I had to give a little shout out.
Yeah, no, that's good. Give all the shout outs you want, man. I mean, this is your thing, right? You and Larry, you guys with the vision of put something Albuquerque could be proud of. As in the midfield, Albuquerque struggling to build something ever since a man down. I mean, that first goal, very quality built. I mean, all your playmakers come together and put something together.
It happened, and I knew these guys needed it. I knew they needed that uplift. After losing the first 2 games, we're all competitive. So here we go. Here's a little
this
chance.
Is a nice turn. Dorsey goes post and just misses. The turn was splendid.
It's coming. It's coming. I feel it.
Might have been Ramos on the turn. Fantastic opportunity, left foot bend, and that would have equalized things. If that would have happened, we would have kicked Sebastian Noel off the mic for good in the second half.
No, I've been listening to him on my cell phone watching your guys' stream. There's no way I'm kicking him off the mic. Just glad you let the amateur here come up and share a few words with you.
We'll have a lot of fun. By the way, we'll have a new Soccer Talk with the Soul this week. We'll
looking forward to
put a new episode out.
Got some good segments coming up. We'll have a lot of highlights. Got the FA Cup final this weekend.
Yeah, it'll air next Friday for you live. Or not live, excuse me, the re-air of it. We'll film it Wednesday, so make sure you look nice and pretty.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
That was going to be my bad hair day. No, it's been great, hasn't it? It's been a lot of fun doing the show.
It is.
It's something that I think, Albuquerque, there's so many people that love soccer here, and that's evidenced by
and if you watch the show, it's not just the Soul, which is
right.
a big piece of it. The Soul is a huge piece of what we talk about, but it's soccer in general here locally also, and clubs, and also, of course, nationally what's going on, and internationally as well.
Yep, we show some highlights from around the world. We talk about what's going on in the soccer community in general. We have members of different clubs in town coming on, members from youth soccer associations. We've had Mike Edwards, who lives here in Albuquerque, runs the Adult League, and was the vice president of U.S. Soccer for a while. And we're still learning some technology speed bumps. We've got some guests from around the country that want to be on the show that we're going to try to get on with some MLS and some international contacts. So it's a fun show.
More Bayern Munich, less Liverpool on that show.
Yeah, Sebastian, he's a big Germany guy, which I am too. So Bayern, he wants more Bayern Munich, who unfortunately just went out of the Champions League. I predicted him to go to the finals and win it.
Yeah,
so
we both did,
really,
I think,
really,
on
really
Soccer Talk with
that.
the Soul a few weeks ago. And obviously the heartbreaking loss for Adam, your and I team this week was just Liverpool going down.
Yeah, let's just not
Europa
bring it up
final.
anymore.
I know.
The Reds that's what they do.
I figure for the integrity of the media, we have to, we talk about it when we win. We got to talk about it when we lose too. I'm a fair guy.
Talk about some of your sponsors that help make this happen, because I know you've got some people to thank.
Yeah, it's soccer is a fun game. One thing we learned early on is the first thing you have to take care of is the business, and the way that the team survives is by corporate sponsorship. And we have great partners, and I don't usually call them sponsors, really. I call them partners because, and I'm looking down here at the field banners that you see, and the banners on the far side of the people that support what we do. They truly believe in the same vision as us, and they love Albuquerque. They love New Mexico. They know that we can be on the good lists. We often get put on the negative lists. And
this is off the post.
And now the counter.
Ramos cuts it back. He can swing it. And here's a real opportunity. Oh, and he didn't get it far enough in front of Teasdale.
Wasted opportunity there.
I'll tell you, Teasdale could be going one-on-one if Ramos put it out in front enough.
And that was Lucas Seligman. He's had a good game.
Seligman, yes.
He's had
all
a great game. But as we were saying, I mean, we call them partners because they truly believe in what we're doing and why we do what we do, which is we love the game and we love Albuquerque. And our front of jersey sponsor, I thought he played advantage there, but no. Front of jersey sponsor, our premier sponsor, if you will, presenting sponsor is SunPower by Positive Energy Solar. They are a New Mexico employee-owned company. Let's let the action go through here.
Madrid's going to go back post and couldn't get enough.
Isaiah's got the long hair again this year. He cut that last year, didn't he? So SunPower by Positive Energy Solar. I mean, it's a company that loves New Mexico. It's New Mexico born and bred, and they're, like I mentioned, employee owned. Their values are the same as ours, and it was such a great match, kind of made in heaven. I met a couple over here this evening that Megan from Positive Energy Solar had introduced me to, who actually bought their solar from them because they got a pair of season tickets to the Albuquerque Solar. They're big fans. They were choosing between two solar companies, and they decided to go with SunPower because they were going to give them a pair of tickets, season tickets to the Albuquerque Soul. So that was cool. Really enjoyed that. I'm a customer personally, and I'm also a client, not just endorsing their business. I do have SunPower panels on my home that were installed by Positive Energy Solar. I mean, and then some of the other great partners. With Star Brothers Brewing. It's a great new restaurant and brewery over on San Antonio and I-25. Clark's Pet Emporium, with 2 locations here in Albuquerque. They've really stepped up. We're going to do some cool stuff later in the year with pets and bring your pet out to the soccer game. One of the nice things about a beautiful little community field like Pius here, we can do some creative stuff like that. And the staff at Pius are real accommodating. Power Forward, they give us the vans that we travel around the Southwest.
Those things are cool too. I mean, they're
really cool vans.
Sold out ABQ Soul. If you see that around, that's all you.
They went all out this year and wrapped those vans for us. A co-branded wrap with them. Recarnation is another dealership that just stepped up this year and wanted to support the Soul. They're on the portion of the back of the jerseys. I mean, there's too many to name right now. I don't want to start name dropping all of them, but we appreciate all of them and their commitment to making soccer bigger and better here in Albuquerque.
Well, we appreciate you, Ron. I mean, it's always a good time having you on. I will see you Wednesday. The folks will see you on TV on Friday. And
yep, but before then, we've got a game on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might pop in and make sure you guys
come on live, 6 p.m., 6:15 kickoff right here on ProView Networks.
Thanks for all the great work you guys do, and come on, let's tie this thing up.
You're the man. Ron Patel, president of the ABQ Soul. We'll see if the Soul can get one back here. Heading on into the 66th minute, Sebastian, and really a couple of opportunities, actually. I'll tell you what, Ramos created a nice chance. Look out, this is dangerous. Almeida in the penalty box, and he'll take a dive, and that's easy to no call and a switch. Here comes Seligman with a ton of room on the outside wing. Seligman will try to switch it back to Madrid and didn't quite get enough on it.
The diving player, where was he from, Adam?
Brazil. You're completely right with that.
You know, on that chance there that the Sockers had, Ciazzo had no shot. I mean, he wasn't anywhere near the ball.
Right.
So his defense bailed him out there.
It would have been another one, though, wouldn't it have been the hat trick?
Yep.
For Almeida. A little patience and possession here. Nick Mealy, what can he do? Out forward to Madrid, and a tough touch by Isaiah. Will sail out of bounds.
And then Madrid kind of, you know, a little cheeky action over here. He kind of got a quick restart after a foul, and they almost converted that. And they've given Isaiah a lot of freedom with the ball at his feet, so I don't know if they just think he's not a threat, but that's been something that's been there for the Soul here in the second half.
Well, they'll learn that it is dangerous to leave him at his feet. I promise you that.
And how about Ron, man? He's just proof there. If you build it, they will come. I mean, those guys, you know, they had the vision. And there's been, every time I've been here, there's been nice crowds on hand. And, you know, he made a good point. Albuquerque really is full of soccer fans. You go out to the local bars or whatever.
Absolutely.
And you bring up soccer, and it instantly sparks a conversation. So very underrated how big of a soccer town this is.
Stepping on is Grant Mobley, the midfielder. Almeida tried to save it, couldn't. Number 5, Grant Mobley for the Sockers. Sockers really just trying to kill the momentum of this one. They'll take a 2-1 out of here and try to go 2-0. Souls still have plenty of time to try to bring one back and equalize, and a draw would be the best outcome you would imagine. Ramos is going to be fouled.
That's pocket. That's got to be straight. Yep, that's into the pocket there.
So
no
Ty
doubt.
Mobley going to be called over the back.
Unnecessary. The elbow extended. Just kind of to build on what Ron was saying is, you know, this is a great product they're putting out here. I mean, it's a nice atmosphere. They always have some kind of promotion going on. And plus, it's special. You're getting to see a guy like Andreas Ciazzo really come into his own as a young man on the field, right? You think he's going to be playing this game for a long, long time. You're seeing it at his infancy stages.
Left foot curled in. Could be dangerous. No, and it was cleared away. It was Mobley who did it. Mobley's been so good in the air after that. And foul makes up for it.
And then we know how much of this town is loyal to their local products. Well, there's some great local products on this team, you know, so Ron and company just do such a good job, and there's definitely something to watch out here. You won't be disappointed.
That's well said. Here's a cutback and some room. A 1-2. Ciazzo made the save anyway, but offsides is the call. In the 70th minute, played a 90 for you new fans. Ramos does so good to bring it down. Outside, here comes Madrid. And Madrid was dispossessed. Not his best effort.
I think
Checo does so good to win that one.
Madrid would have been better served being a little more selfish on that
Yep.
one, Adam. You know, when you're down a man, sometimes
Go at it.
Just
go at it.
It's the best chance sometimes.
Teasdale lost it. Here's some more room for the Sockers. It's placed out of bounds. So a goal kick coming. Is there any magic here for the Soul tonight? They're going to need some.
The Souls still have enough guys on the pitch that can beat an individual defender. So there's always hope, right? That an Isaiah, he just steps up, goes right past the defender. You know, speedster like Seligman's still out there, so he could make anything happen. But unfortunately, it'll be something like that, 1 versus 1 now, that's going to have to come. Where before Elliot Prost,
you got to be a little bit selfish. That's why you would want to see Isaiah Madrid to go one-on-one there, because it's going to take a little bit of pure skill to get one back here.
Yeah, you're just playing a different game now. You know, we saw that before Elliot Prost went off, you saw the beautiful way they were moving the ball and they were connected at the midfield. Now, you know, now is you need to make something happen 1 versus 1.
Well, I think Seligman might have a little bit more freedom to attack as well on the outside and leave 3 in the back. I mean, it's not really going to be much of a difference tonight of 3-1 to 2-1. Almeida, does he get in behind? Yes. Almeida, nice stutter, tries to put one across. Siazu, oh, and it's just missed. Couldn't hold on to it. Taylor had a poke in for a goal and couldn't execute.
But again, the right decision there. Andrea came out on it. You have to be impressed with the decision-making by the youngster. You know, eventually when he, you know, gets some more time in, those balls won't trickle away from him. But the decision-making, that's pure instinct. Can't teach that. And that's there, you could tell.
Heads back and forth. Teasdale into the middle. Almeida. It's doubled. Nice and aggressive. Risco gets. Here comes Pacheco. And the Sockers will try to keep possession and open it up. A swing all the way to the outside back. Here's the right fullback, Angelo Rosales Kelly, with tons of time. Kelly maybe looking to go long. Still on the ball. Maybe way too long here as finally Isaiah Madrid makes the play. And Kelly tries to say, my bad, and Isaiah Madrid says, don't worry about it.
Not having any of it. Well, they've been going at it all game, so nothing dirty at all. Just, and Isaiah's been putting in some mileage since they've gone down a man, so you could tell he's looking pretty tired out there.
Machado, a clearance goes right to Taylor. I don't know if he meant to do that. Almeida was offside, so Taylor awaits the overlap, and here comes Almeida. Cut back. Curl one. It was a dangerous ball in the end, and Isaiah Madrid will feed off of it into the midfield. Pacheco. Back to Madrid. Too far in front of him. Teasdale got all ball. This is dangerous by everybody. Siazu comes out.
Again came out.
Give me that rock.
Andrea's making all the right decisions. Siazu, you got to love that in goal. But just poor possession there by Pacheco. Down to man. You can't give the ball away like that in the middle.
Sent up by Siazu 1. And here comes Ramos. Ramos tries to cut it back inside the box, and it was played perfectly by Machado. Machado's going to go long with it as Risco brings it down. Risco did great in traffic to bring it down. Siazu will just send one away here in the
Him and Mealy, they've been rocks back there despite the scoreline, Adam. I mean, they've done yeoman's work back there.
Yes.
They've had their hands full today, that's for sure.
One missed clearance by Mealy. You would imagine he wants that one back. Rosales Kelly. Maesis. I'm surprised that Sockers really haven't tried to get the Soul to chase and tire a little bit more, but I'll be honest, they haven't really kept the ball really well, Midland Odessa, have they?
Yeah, I thought this really would be the Almeida and Taylor show in the second half, and hats off to the Soul. It hasn't been at all.
This forward is dangerous. Mealy defending. A lot of room for Maesis. That's Mobley spreading out wide, the outside back all the way. Here's Rosales Kelly. Here's a good build by the Sockers. Going to be sent back across. Yes, Yasu couldn't get under it. And here's Seligman. We'll just send it long, looking for Ramos. It's taken down nice and easy by Sanchez. I'll tell you, the Sockers, ever since I talked about no possession, have really starting to settle it down a little bit. Here's Nick Mealy, battles for it in the corner. He's going to lose that. Not out of it, the Soul. They're going to need something special, though.
And Mealy's done pretty much yeoman's work on his side of the field there. That's hasn't produced anything in the second half here. So we've seen Midland Odessa here just almost exclusively on the right side of the pitch. And you know, when you're up a man, you want to get as wide as you can and use both sides of the pitch, and they haven't been able to do that.
Trying to get it to the outsiders, Mobley. Mobley to the right back. Rosales Kelly back to Mobley.
You know, visually speaking to the viewer, it's a lot easier to defend a smaller area when the ball's not spread out.
A flick to Taylor was dangerous. Here's Teasdale. He'll send it wide, and too wide for everybody. Good job. Coming back was Dorsey. Dorsey out in front. And a good slide. It was a great play, actually, by Maesis to dispossess. Nice and smart now. Midland Odessa playing with the 2-1 advantage. Risco. The slide.
Oh, that was a cheap shot.
And
oh, absolutely.
There's a quick yellow.
That was every bit of Elliot Prost's hit right there.
That's the question. I mean, Elliot Prost, okay, and then you see the late tackle coming in with the cleat from behind. Where's the difference?
I didn't see much of one.
Well, the fans a little bit upset here in the near grandstand.
So I can guarantee you if the manpower is equalized here for the last 10 minutes,
well, then you could see
Soul are
something.
going to give it a go.
Well, they might anyway. Nate Coons was served up the yellow. Who's checked in? Here's Smart. Tom Smart out ahead looking for Ramos. Can't keep it in play. I'll tell you, you mentioned it, I mentioned it, but it's going to have to happen. It's going to be a great individual effort, a counter something special from the Soul.
Yeah, the team possession game is out the window when you're down a man at them.
Well, earlier they were able to keep it a bit, but only in their own territory. Really couldn't build an attack off of it.
And
now
sometimes
they're going to have to gamble a little bit.
Sometimes when you're down a man, I mean, you know this because you played the game. Sometimes the forwards like that because they know they can do some 1-versus-1 stuff that coach usually wouldn't like.
Yeah, well, right now I'm sure it's all go. Matt Gordon probably wouldn't be upset if anybody lost the ball trying to beat somebody one-on-one. 81st minute here, and you would imagine so far not a lot of stoppage time.
That's Seligman that he took off there, is it? Yeah. So Lucas is probably done for the night. That's
into the game for the Soul, number 21, James Urbany.
So James Urbany going to step in.
You know, if we had all the bells and whistles of a UEFA broadcast, I'm sure you'd see that Seligman logs a ton of miles, more so than most midfielders.
So you think maybe that's the next expenditure for ProView Networks is
I'll let you
to get
talk to Steve about that.
We'll get the mile chips and we'll find out how far Seligman went. I would say probably 6 miles. 6 miles. I'll say 6 miles.
Well, the thing with Lucas is he's just pedal to the metal from the beginning of the game to when he's out of there.
So protesting for a corner, not going to get it.
I think our next expenditure should be a table lamp.
It is dark. The weather's held up beautifully tonight, though.
And this crowd filled in very nicely. And they were treated, I mean, to 22 minutes of very nice football, and then Elena Prost was sent off. I mean, you saw the improvement and the promise was definitely there in the midfield.
We remind you, Sunday we'll be on air live at 6 p.m. The same matchup, the Albuquerque Soul going to take on Midland Odessa, the Sockers. Sunday night. Kickoff will be at 6:15, while pregame interviews at 6 p.m. The game has really died down, and that's to the Sockers' liking. Randolph Tamba gives chase, number 11, who's checked in for the Sockers. Here's a lot of room for Dorsey in the midfield. Dies it down, though, to Smart and a reset. Teasdale.
And I think the advantage for the Sunday matchup goes to the Soul defenders because now you know what Taylor and Almeida are bringing to this party. So you can try to shut that down.
Everybody's offsides. Toomsday tries to chase. Can't get there. Well, Soul going to go to their bench again. Teasdale's day is done. And why not bring on some fresh legs? And here comes Andy Wilkinson.
Wilkinson had a tough time at it in the Cup game, that's for sure. So he'll be looking to make amends for that here.
Hey, you leave Wilkinson alone. He's a fellow Greyhound alum, all right? Wilkinson, a fantastic Englishman, and this tough inside the box and maybe trying to draw one. I don't disagree with the official's decision there not to give one out.
Yeah, you don't see that often. They wouldn't give that foul there for the team down a man that late in the match.
Wilkinson came on to Eastern New Mexico in 2010. It's 2 years after I got out of Eastern New Mexico. Sebastian, here's a chance. Into the middle.
Beautiful chance.
Dorsey right on the top of the 18 is going to take a dump, and this is a monster opportunity. That's a straight red. And I question that one as well here in the 86th minute, but life has to go into the blood of the Albuquerque Soul right here, and they're going to have a chance right on the top of the 18 maybe to equalize.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to think now with the amount of time that's going to be wasted here, they're going to get a good 10 minutes here playing level. Now, if you're on that Soul bench, you might be kicking yourself for some of the playmakers you've pulled out of this game.
I'll tell you what, this could be the lefty Andy Wilkinson who has a go at this one.
You'd like to see Seligman and Teasdale out there now that you're level with manpower.
Montezuma hasn't touched the ball other than a goal kick.
Yeah, hasn't really had to, Adam. Crowd coming to life.
Wilkinson on the left foot, it's deflected. And then sent in, deflected again, and cleared away. Tumba will chase. Here's Mealy. Nick Mealy gonna put one in. Top of the box, everyone chasing, and cleared away finally. Well, game on now. Tumba.
There's plenty of time now that we're leveled up. Manpower, Adam.
Wilkinson will send one to Dorsey.
A little bit more energy, signs of life over the ball, too, for the Soul.
Smart. Just brings one across all the way. Very dangerous.
You have to figure Albuquerque's going to get another few shots like that on goal, or chance to score anyways, now that we're level.
Into the game for the Sockers, number 12, Jack Blanton.
Sent all the way to the edge of the box. Montezuma will come out.
When you think about it, Mobley and company back there, they've been lulled to sleep. They haven't had to do much defending this second half at all. Now they have to hang on.
Tough touch by Mealy. And Tumba really took a dive.
Yeah, that was a dive right there.
But it was probably a pretty smart dive. And he's going to try to eat some clock here, and so are the Sockers. In the 89th minute, when we go to 90, stoppage time will be added on. Who knows how much? Probably not a lot. There had been an injury, though. I mean, you're probably looking at 3 minutes.
Now he's going to card him up for talking to him. That's a little. That's. I think that fan put it best. That's weak, Adam.
So Nick Mealy will collect a yellow in the 89th minute.
Mealy is just protesting his innocence, saying he stood his ground. Seems unnecessary. The yellow there. And it's definitely going to cut into some time that the Soul have to score the equalizer. That was actually, if you've watched Mealy the whole match like I have, that's actually one of the less physical plays he's made all night.
You're absolutely right. Well, do the Soul have any magic here? You would imagine another minute will be added on. This is going to be taken on goal. Siazu did well. Good on him.
Let's go, Soul fan.
Andrea's been spot on in there. Siazu's been lights out. I mean, decision-making wise, he really hasn't erred. You know, we had that failed, the one that was over him, but you like to see the decision-making, and that's been pretty spot on.
Soccer's trying to slow the game down here in the 90th, now 91st minute.
Official time is kept on the field.
Tumba, nice move. You could tell the Soul a bit tired. Siazu, can he gather? So I would imagine they'll still have about 3 minutes here to try to build one.
At least, I mean, the referee.
Tough touch in front, and look at this. This is dangerous.
I mean, the referee made a little 2-3 minute spectacle of that yellow card he gave out there just a few minutes ago. So, yeah, you'd think there'd be some time left here.
Montezuma will surely send this one out and does. And a handball is going to be called, and this will take another minute off the clock if the Sockers are smart about it, which I assure you they will be. No rush, no hurry here if you're Midland Odessa.
If you're Albuquerque, you have to be happy with the first 22 minutes when you were level, and you have to be happy with this little spurt at the end when you were level.
Wilkinson to the outside. Maybe another attack. Dorsey's going to send that out of bounds, though, and you have to give it to the Sockers, really, even now that we're even at 10 men apiece. They haven't let it show much. Toomba trying to hold on to it. Blatant fall. Quick start for the Soul.
Yeah, for the Sockers, when you have a playmaker like Almeida, they can strike at any time, and we saw that today. I mean, I will argue when the manpower was level, the Soul were the better team on the pitch, but Almeida was the difference individually.
Maybe last opportunity here for the Soul. And I'll tell you, they can't even get it across half field. The Sockers have done so well.
Yeah, Mobley's going to go the distance in this one, and
this might be it.
He's been solid back there. And then Machado and Sanchez.
This is a good chance. Wilkinson on his left foot sends it across. It was dangerous. And Montezuma will come out and make the grab, maybe the final one. The whistle in the official's mouth, and that is it. Full time from Ben Rios Memorial. Midland Odessa has won it 2-1 in full time. Sebastian, I think you said it best. There's a lot to look good about. I think Elliot Pross is probably upset with himself for the challenge. The red card really affected the Soul tonight. In the end, they just couldn't get it back.
Well, I mean, they looked so good when Elliot was out there. The fluidity in the midfield was really noticeable. And unfortunately now he's going to be missing on Sunday. So you'd like to, see him out there to build on what we saw in the first 22 minutes, but they won't be able to pick up on that until Elliot's back out there. And some very nice decision-making from the youngster, Siazu, in goal. Definitely things to look forward to. But wins and losses is what counts, right, Adam?
It's all that counts. We'll be back with post-game interviews and recap it all right here from Ben Rios Memorial. You're watching Soul Soccer on Pruvia Networks.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us, 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us, 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery. Come check out the brand new Library Bar and Grill. It's the best place to bring your family to catch all the action from high school, college, and professional sports. Great drinks, great food, and 40 HD TVs, so you don't miss anything. Youth athletes, bring your sports jersey and eat free on the kids menu. Come visit us 5001 San Mateo, just north of Montgomery.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage. Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school.
Back at it, I'm Adam Deal now with outside back Lucas Seligman. You guys didn't get the result against the Sockers tonight, 2-1. It was unfortunate, obviously. Prost goes down with a red card in the 22nd minute. Things were really clicking, though, for you guys earlier. Able to move the ball, got a fantastic goal. It was well built, a great finish by Teasdale. Talk about the first 19 minutes, really.
First 19 minutes, I'd say we started off strong. You know, that's what we wanted to do this game. Started off the last couple of games, you know, a little bit of step back, but started off strong. We were able to play in their half, connect passes, and get a goal out of it, and that's exactly what we wanted.
Feels like you guys were really combining. You did put a really good goal together. They got a nice goal as well, brought it back in the 19th minute, and then things obviously changed with a red card, playing a man down. What was your strategy after you were playing one down?
Well, early in the game, going a man down, you know, you got to tighten it up a little bit, you know, cut off the centralized first, let it go out wide. You got to take a little bit more chances towards the end of the game, you know. It definitely wasn't the ideal situation, you know, but we feel like we fought, you know, we were in the game the whole 90 minutes, even a man down.
At the end, things... you go out, but things kind of tighten up. They get a red card as well. You guys get a couple of opportunities. Talk about that in the last few minutes.
The last couple of minutes of a game like that, you know it's going to be crazy. You know it's going to be a lot of transition. You know, you got to take your chances. If you get one chance, you got to put it on frame and, you know, hope for the best. And, you know, it's all out right then.
So now you'll get another crack at him, probably want the revenge now. You feel maybe with 11 on 11 you're the better team?
You know, we definitely got to focus on ourselves and, you know, play smart within ourselves, but we definitely feel like we'll be able to compete against this team again, and, you know, this time we're going to get the better of them.
We'll see you Sunday night, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, that's it tonight. We appreciate you guys joining us. We remind you, we'll be here live right from Ben Rios Memorial. Will come on at 6 p.m. on Comcast 26 ProView Networks. We'll also be streaming live on our YouTube channel, Albuquerque Soul. For the entire crew, for Sebastian Noel, I'm Adam Deal saying so long. 2-1. Soccer's getting done against the Soul. Remember, Sunday night we'll be here 6 p.m. We'll see you later.